أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم جزا الله عنا سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم معه آله يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا حبيبك خير خلق كلهم. Today our usual weekly sitting in English. Our sitting last week, I have mentioned our last visit to South Africa, and some of my observation upon my visit I have discussed with the Jamiatul Ulama Islam South Africa. That is very old established Jamiat in the world, and Nelson Mandela has written his own biography history book, very yellow book and very big. In that he has mentioned that I have learned the way of to freedom fight from Jamiat. And with him in that struggle, the most of the elder of that very area, which were dominating the area and the political, the life, that was Ahmad Khatrada, Mir, and Ismail Kachela. They all were with him in prison. And when they conquered this and they reached to their goal and they got the freedom, and he established a government, and he openly said that I have succeeded in this struggle by Jamiat. And he has taken in his first cabinet 7 most important ministers from the Muslims community. Nowadays also, if you go to the Pretoria, Chief Justice Muhammad Main Road is a very famous road. So Chief Justice, Foreign Minister, Interior Minister, so they were taken from Muslim community. One thing more, when he came out from the jail, so his old wife took divorce from him, and he was having to support a lady and keeping her as a friend. Again, Jamiat has written to them that in our hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ said that every nation will follow their leaders and their rulers. If our president will do this, keeping a woman without the legal completion of the things to convert it into as a proper wife, so this crime will spread in the society. He has mentioned that this new nikah celebration I am doing due to the initiative of our Jamiat, and he called the Christian priest and also mufti from Muslim to celebrate this nikah ceremony. Anyhow, when I visited and I reached there that Abbas Jinnah is now may Allah bless him, good health and long life. He is the president of our Jamiat, and they have established very beautiful office of Jamiat, 4-story, the conference hall and the uh, dispute, if there is a family dispute, and reconciliation of their problems, and the guest room also. They so and my before departure, they managed that the central committee of the Jamiat was summoned, and I have discussed the points which I have collected and the observation to just to put towards them, that they will be follow and compile these things for the betterness of our Ummah-e-Muslima everywhere. So in my visit, I went many places, the Islamic institutions. The Muslim Islamic school are separate from those which in Pakistan, many governments are trying to establish to patch the gap between this mullah and misters. So that exists there also. So the terminology there is, the terminologies which is being used, that have got the worst effects if it is not that is a proper terminology. So in that society and their journals, religious journals, where they are publishing, so they are saying the Arabic teaching and learning as a knowledge, the real knowledge, and the other science and technologies and the other knowledge, they are saying secular knowledge. So every Muslim is liking to be a religious and away from the secular. So our engineers and doctors and the cream of a nation, they are away from the Islamic leaders and the lords. So before reaching there to their Jamiat office, the central body meeting, I addressed the engineers in Roshni, and then we went to Soweto. It was a very big refinery, as the refineries of Kuwait, and like a complete city. So they are importing the gas, natural gas from Malawi, and then converting it into fuel and the petrol and the diesel and the 100 type of byproducts. I have mentioned with the PPL in Karachi just to get benefit from their experiences. So our Afzal, may Allah bless him, good health, he was trying to establish the link between them. Anyhow, and before that I was Islamic, the school, yani not Darul Uloom type, but it was just to teach them the science and technology, engineering and medicine. So Yusuf was the director of that. He took me to the girls section. I have addressed that the Rasulullah Sallam has established DG Health, Rafida Ansariya Raziallahu Ta'ala Anha. So they were so happy that the initiation of the teaching of the medical science is also a part of a deen. And they told me that they are unable to get the teachers in physics, chemistry, mathematics, medicine, because of that very terminology, secular knowledge and religion knowledge. And so I have expressed in that this is needed to rectify this thing. And in my address in Roshni, their communication minister was Ismail Wadi was sitting. When I reached to Makkah, he sent a letter to me and message that may Allah reward you best reward. Previously I was going to visit my projects, as my official duty. Now I am going with your intention, which you told us that everything is a part of a worship, and if these roads and these projects will exist, so reward will be to those who have established these projects. Wa akhir dawan alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. May Allah bless us the knowledge of real knowledge of Islam.